You know, all of us ones who sit here and wonder why the cops treat us with violence and everything, even though we're being peaceful and whatever. That's part of their job. Part of their job also is to label people who don't want to be obedient to the state, who wants to be free from obedience to the state, is to be claimed as a sovereign citizen and a terrorist of the state because we just don't want to obey their laws. Oh, you're associated with this group, or I understand you're part of this group. No, we're not part of a group. You don't group us together. We're not grouping ourselves together only under as. The only thing we're grouping ourselves under is the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution. And me alone, I think the Declaration of Independence is good enough. Created in 1774, signed in 1776, not the Constitution. The Constitution was not signed after the Revolutionary War. It was not created before and then signed. So the Constitution don't have those signatures. The Bill of Rights has signatures. Well, the original Constitution has signatures, but when they ratified and changed up the Constitution to add more amendments that they can do, so I finally found out that the amendments can be added. It didn't say, I don't think it said by who. I would have to read through that and see and make sure again. But yeah, they can add amendments to it. So it should be we the people that does that, tells them we want to add this amendment for our protection. We're supposed to be writing laws upon them when new things come out, and we need new amendments, new laws for them to obey to protect us. But instead, they just, because the people just wants them protected and wants, and just allowing them to create laws and acts and doctrines to protect themselves from us. That's not the way it's supposed to work. They're not supposed to be creating anything that protects them from the voters in the people of the United States of America. They don't have that delegated authority. I got ChatGPT to admit that. They have no authority over us. I got one video done. It's going to take an hour, a little bit over an hour, to record it on this off of that phone with this phone. Record with this phone, to record that, and then it's going to take. It won't take too long, but it won't be long. It's going to take forever for videos to upload. But I'll have part two, that one up, and then part two of the rest, unless I want to have a part three, if I have to add to it or whatever. And I'm more than likely I'm going to have to add to it. And so it'll probably more than likely be 3 parts. It's about dictatorship and the legislative powers. Dictatorship and legislative powers, I believe, is what it's labeled, or will be labeled. They don't have no powers. I've got the original articles to the original Constitution. There's no sections. There's no clauses. It tells you. There's only 1 through 7 or 8. 1 through 8 or 1 through 8. That's the articles. Articles 1 is for Amendment 1. Article 2 is for Amendment 2. So if you want to look something up, you do it that way. But then there's extra, you'll get USC codes. The articles out of USC, or USC codes when you put in Article 3, and to look it up, and you'll get all the rest that's under Article 3. Article 1, all that. Well, Article 1 is for the courts. I'm wrong. Article 1, Article 3 is for the courts. Article 2, I don't know. That's for Congress, I believe. No, Article 1 is for Congress, the judicial branch. Article 3 is for the judicial branch. We're only supposed to have a U.S. Supreme Court and appellate court. That's it. Just those two. U.S. Supreme Court and appellate court, and an appellate court. Or court. An appellate court. That's all we're supposed to have. In the original Constitution, we're not supposed to have traffic courts. We're not supposed to have state courts. That's all part of the incorporation, or part of how it all works, where all the states, and they're not even supposed to have. We're not supposed to have an incorporated states, an incorporated government. So all these incorporated states and incorporated city government, and Washington D.C. the city of Washington D.C. We weren't told that. I got ChatGPT to tell me Washington D.C. is the city of Washington D.C. It's a city. It's not a state. Everybody's all, well, what is it? It's not a state. It's not a country. It's not a territory. It's a city. That's it. An entity. So, that's what I'm doing. That's what we're under. And I'm going to leave this short. Y'all take care. Bye.